Welcome to A Voice in the Desert. Today's topic is I and my Father. John 5 verses 17 to 43. The Gospel of John is the Holy of Holies in the tabernacle of the New Testament. John could no more invent the things taught in this book than he could make a ladder that would reach into heaven. John's Gospel is the Gospel of the Father and the Son, or the Son's relationship to the Father. With the exception of Matthew 11 verse 27, this great theme is almost never touched by the other evangelists. This is holy ground. Let us approach it, as it were, with humble and unshod feet. From Christ's own lips we learn that 1. He was loved by the Father. The Father loveth the Son, and sheweth him all things that himself doeth. John 5 verse 20. One of the proofs of this love is that he sheweth him all things that himself doeth. The Father loveth the Son, and hath given all things into his hand. John 3 verse 35. It is the manner of our gracious God to manifest his love by giving. John 3 verse 16. 2. He was sent by the Father. The Father himself hath sent me. John 5 verse 37. Christ, as the Son, proceeded forth, and came from God, but not of himself, as independent of the Father's desire and purpose. John 8 verse 42. When the fullness of the time came, God sent forth his Son. Galatians 4 verse 4. What a comfort this thought must have been to him in sorrow's lone hour. All Christ's servants are so sent. John 17 verse 18. 3. He came in his Father's name. I am come in my Father's name. John 5 verse 43. He came as the Father's representative among men, and because of this, they received him not. Men whose lives are opposed to God are always ready to receive those who come in their own name. Acts 5 verses 36 to 37. To come in his Father's name implied that he also came in his Father's nature. John 14 verse 10. 4. He seeks to do the will of the Father. I can of myself do nothing, I seek not mine own will, but the will of the Father which hath sent me. John 5 verse 30. His own will was so entirely submitted to the will of his Father that he could, or would, do nothing in the strength of it. His whole delight was to do the will of God, because his law was within his heart. Psalms 40 verses 7 to 8. His meat, the strength of his life, was to do the will of him that sent him. John 4 verse 34. With him it was, not as I will, but as thou wilt, at any cost. Matt 26:39. 5. He follows his Father's example. My Father worketh even until now, and I work. The Son can do what he seeth the Father doing. John 5 verses 17 to 19. The Father knows no Sabbath in seeking the salvation of the lost, neither does the Son. John 5 verse 16. The eyes of the Son, as a servant, were continually towards the Father, as his master. The Father was Christ's example, even as Christ is ours. 6. He possesses his Father's prerogative of life. As the Father hath life in himself, so hath he given to the Son to have life in himself. John 5 verse 26. The Father, who hath the life in himself that is entirely independent of all circumstances, hath bequeathed the like inheritance to the Son, so the Son could say, As I live by the Father, so he that eateth me, even he shall live by me. John 6 verse 57. Christ, our life. 7. He quickens whom the Father will. As the Father riseth up the dead, even so the Son quickeneth whom he will. John 5 verse 21. Christ is the resurrection and the life. All that the Father hath given him, through faith in his name, are made alive from the dead. Neither the Father nor the Son will be disappointed with the final results of the great redemption. 8. He judges in the Father's stead. The Father judgeth no man, but hath committed all judgment unto the Son. John 5 verse 22. He hath given him authority to execute judgment, because he is the Son of Man. John 5 verse 27. Because Christ condescended to take upon him the likeness of man, God hath appointed him the judge of all mankind. Acts 10 verse 42. Either in grace or in judgment every knee shall bow on the name of Jesus. Phil 2:10. All the affairs of the kingdom of grace have been delegated to him who gave himself a ransom for all. 1 Timothy 2 verse 6, Acts 17 verse 30. 9. He claims equality with the Father. All may honor the Son, even as they honor the Father. John 5 verse 23. He that honoreth not the Son, honoreth not the Father. He that hateth me, hateth my Father also. John 15 verse 23. I and my Father are one. Whosoever denieth the Son, the same hath not the Father. 1 John 2 verse 23. The life, the character, and work of Jesus Christ were so vitally connected with the life, the character, and work of the Father that, in the estimation of both, they were one. Kiss the Son, and you will find your soul's refuge in the bosom of the Father.